King Kion's and Queen Rani's Life at the Tree of Life, a fanfiction by Wolfie. Chapter 1: A New King. It is the night of Kion's coronation. Rani chooses Kion to be her king. He wasn't really planning to be her king, but I mean, how could anybody turn that offer down? A lioness that Kion likes asks him to be second in command of her lands. Rani really does need his help, not only with helping the animals the tree protected, but to harness the raw's true power and to protect the lands. Rani knows Kion is a great leader, and she also knows Kion will do great by her side. Everyone has flocked to this coronation. Animals from both the Tree of Life and the Pride Lands gather around to watch Kion be marked king. The only ones that matter are his parents, and Kion is glad that he finally done them proud. Deep down, Simba perceives Kion would be a noble king. Rani has already shown strong leadership, and Simba is confident that the pair would do great together. Kiara is already foreshadowing that Kion and Rani are going to fall in love. She gives Kion a sly nod and smirk as he's up on the rock, waiting for Makini to finish mixing the paint. Kion just smiles back and nods. Makini approaches him with the bowl full of the blue paint. Kion tilts his head down as Makini applies the paint on his forehead. Kion is now king. King of the Tree of Life. After entertaining the crowd for a while, Kion heads inside the tree to catch his thoughts. He starts thinking, asking himself if he's going to be a good king. Sure, he has doubts. Becoming a king was a lot for him. It's definitely not like leading the Lion Guard, a team of 5 that protects the lands. Sure, leading the guard had its ups and downs, but Kion is not the leader of the guard anymore. Now he's a king, and he needs to start acting like one. Kion returns to the celebration outside before anyone starts to worry. As night begins to set, the residents of the Pride Lands begin to go home. Simba and Nala have other plans though, and ask Kion to stay the night.
Kion, can your mother and I stay the night in your lands? It would be better if we left in the morning so we don't have to travel all night.
Oh, yeah, of course, Dad. Rani might know the perfect place you guys could rest.
Oh, I know the perfect place for them to rest. Just over there on that hilltop.
While Rani leads Kion's family to the hilltop, Kion heads into the tree's lair to get some rest. Rani finishes helping his family and she heads inside the tree too. She sees Kion laying down on the large, flat rock inside the lair.
Hey.
Rani says as she approaches Kion, who lifts his head up.
Oh, hey, Rani.
Rani jumps up on the rock and joins him. She lays down beside him and puts her head down.
So did you like your coronation?
Yeah, it was very tiring.
Rani puts her head down next to Kion and rolls over, laying right beside him. He smiles as he looks at Rani and all of his attention is on her. Still laying down, Rani says to Kion,
I'm glad you came back to the Tree of Life.
Oh, well, I had to come back.
Kion puts his head down before even realizing what he just said. Rani ponders for a second as she lifts her head up and rolls back over, looking towards Kion.
What did make you come back?
Kion remembers the night on Pride Rock with his sister Kiara, where he told her the feelings he had for Rani. Kion knows how hard it is for him to express those feelings now.
Oh, well, I had to come back to practice the roar and help you, of course.
Kion says confidently. Kion lays his head down too. He closes his eyes as the both of them fall fast asleep. Kion knows this is just the beginning of a whole new life. Rani awakens, snuggled up in Kion's arm. She stands up to see Baliyo walking down into the lair.
Hey sis, we missed you last night on patrol.
Yeah, well, I'm probably not going to patrol that much with you guys. I'll still see you guys, just my priorities seem to have changed.
Oh, how come?
Rani motions over to Kion, still asleep.
Oh, you two are in love?
Baliyo is still trying to wrap his head around what she means.
What? No, I mean he's my king. We have royal duties to fulfill.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, also, Rani, you might want to wake Kion. His family's getting ready to leave.
Baliyo leaves as Rani turns to Kion, still sleeping, hard as a rock. She nuzzles Kion, trying to wake him up.
Ah, Rani, quit it.
Kion is still very tired and not particularly enthusiastic about getting up anytime soon. Rani hops down from the rock and turns her head back.
Well, I guess you missed your chance to say goodbye to your family.
Rani says, making Kion worry. Kion picks his head up and immediately jumps down from the rock.
Wait, I missed them and they left?
Kion says as he starts to walk around the room. Rani tries to tell Kion.
Kion, they're just about.
What if I don't see them for a while without saying goodbye to them?
Rani sits down and giggles for a second. Kion turns to her, realizing she was joking. Kion just got completely embarrassed.
Oh, you're so mean.
Rani starts laughing harder as she starts getting a kick out of embarrassing Kion.
I didn't mean to scare you. I was just joking.
Kion jumps over and tackles her in a playful manner. As they tussle and keep wrestling, Rani rolls Kion over, but Kion pins her. Kion gives her a victory smirk as she can't move. Before Kion is able to let her go, Simba comes down into the lair.
Oh, am I interrupting something?
Simba says in surprise at what he thinks he sees.
Oh, no, Dad, we're just fooling around.
Kion replies instantly as he lets go of Rani.
Well, I was just going to tell you that everyone is ready to go home.
Oh, yeah, of course. Come on, Rani, we gotta say goodbye.
Kion says as he runs out of the lair. Simba and Rani start walking out of the lair. Simba turns to Rani.
You guys are getting along very well, I see.
Oh, we were just playing. We weren't actually doing anything.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure you take care of Kion.
I will. Don't you worry. He's going to be a great king.
I know he will be.
Kion says goodbye to his family. However, Rani notices something at the end of the mountain pass. Perhaps something is watching them, she thinks. She tries to look at it, but it vanishes. Something was going on, and Rani catches an eerie feeling. Even so, she decides to just brush it off at the moment, focusing back on Kion and his family to say goodbye to Simba and Nala. As Kion walks back to the tree with Rani, she catches the same bone-chilling, eerie feeling. Kion starts to talk about their caretaking duties and ideas he has for the lands, but Rani begins to rethink on what she saw. She realizes further that something is wrong, and she still has an eerie feeling of being watched. She looks around for a second to see if someone is watching them, but she doesn't see anyone.
Hey, Rani, you listening?
What? Yeah.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I feel like I'm being watched.
Being watched?
Kion sits down for a second, wondering if he can reach out to the great lions of the past, asking them if they could tell him what's wrong. The air whispers, but Kion can't make out what they're saying. He begins to make out, but still not clearly. Kion doesn't know what it means, but he knows something is wrong.
I hear something.
What do you mean?
Like a word or a name, but I can't figure out what it means.
Here. Come on, let's go inside the tree, Kion.
Kion and Rani go back inside the tree. Kion doesn't figure out what the lions of the past were telling him, but it's a warning. Something bad is coming for him. They go to bed and decide to worry about it later.